Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So the weigh-in for Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder 3 has just taken place. The weigh-in results are as follows. Tyson Fury weighed in at 277 pounds. That's actually a career highest for Tyson Fury, and it's 4 pounds heavier than the second fight. One thing that is worth mentioning, in this weigh-in, Tyson Fury was wearing more clothes than he was previously in the second fight, so in all honesty, Tyson Fury more or less is in and around the same weight as he was in the previous fight. So I wouldn't really be too concerned with the weight of Tyson Fury in this bout. However, Deontay Wilder did actually weigh in a fair bit heavier than the previous fight. He weighed in at 238 pounds. That is 7 pounds heavier than the previous fight with Tyson Fury, and that is a career heaviest for Deontay Wilder. Bear in mind, these guys first fought back in, December 2018, and Deontay Wilder was 212 pounds. And that was less than 3 years ago, right? And now here we are, just under 3 years later, Deontay Wilder is 238 pounds. Bear in mind, Deontay Wilder is naturally quite a lean guy. That is a significant increase in weight for Deontay Wilder. That's like 25 pounds of weight gain in under 3 years. And again, bear in mind, Wilder is a lean guy. He's not really got an ounce of fat on him. It does make you wonder. But nevertheless, man, he was a career heaviest, still looked in good shape, looked strong. In my opinion, Deontay Wilder will go into this fight in seek and destroy mode. I believe it will be a kamikaze mission for Deontay Wilder. And as far as I'm concerned, that's what it has to be for Deontay, because his physique, to me, he looked a bit bloated. It looked a little bit artificial. And I wonder, in the long, hard, drawn-out fight, I do question Deontay Wilder's gas tank. So I would look for Deontay Wilder in this fight to be very aggressive early on and basically look to hit that kill switch and knock Tyson Fury clean out. I'm looking for Deontay Wilder to be ultra aggressive in this fight, take risks, let it all hang out, and make it a fucking war. Fight Phil made a good point. He said he basically expected Deontay Wilder to try and make this a heavyweight Hagler Hearns, and I would agree, especially after seeing this weigh-in. I think he needs to, because the longer this fight goes, the harder it's going to get for Deontay. I feel personally, obviously for the man in the street, he looks great, but as a, in a boxing sense, he looks pumped up. It looks artificial, and like I said, in the long drawn out fight, I think Wilder's going to really struggle. So for me, he needs to go for the early knockout. And one good thing for Deontay Wilder, I know people don't like the whole mind games thing in regards to boxing, but Tyson Fury has seemed a little rattled fight week. Obviously the press conference and even the weigh-in, Tyson Fury was mouthing off. Deontay Wilder really wasn't saying too much. He was smiling, he was calm, he was composed, and it was Tyson Fury who seemed to be trying to get a reaction out of Deontay Wilder, and he couldn't. I think for Deontay Wilder, he needs to hope that Tyson Fury is ultra aggressive early on in this fight, and if he is, Deontay Wilder needs to meet him center of a ring and swing and go for the knockout. That's his chance in this fight. He needs to knock him out early, he needs to be aggressive, and he needs to hope that Tyson Fury approaches this fight in a similar manner to what he did the previous fight. I'm looking forward to this fight, man. I know a lot of people out there are saying, oh, it's not needed, blah, blah, blah. I'm looking forward to it. There's something in the air. I think it's going to be a good fight. I think it's going to be a good fight. I'm picking Tyson Fury, but would I be shocked if Deontay Wilder, pulled a right hand out of his arse and knocked out Tyson Fury? Not really. Maybe a little bit surprised, but nothing crazy. Nothing like upset of the year material or anything like that. I'm looking forward to this one. I really am. There's something in the air. Maybe it's me being ultra gassed, just too excited for some reason, but I don't know, man. For some reason, I'm looking forward to this fight, and I think it's going to be a lot better than people expect. I'm expecting a war. I'm expecting both guys to swing. I'm expecting tense moments, That's what I'm expecting in this fight, and I'm looking forward to it. Deontay Wilder, man, he needs to, as I said, as Fight Film said, needs to go Hagler Hearns mode. Let it all hang out and see what happens. And ultimately, if Wilder performs well, maybe drops Fury, has him rocking, has good moments and loses, he's not really lost. Like Deontay said himself, he's got nothing to lose in this fight. Everybody's picking Fury, apart from the Wilder sycophants. Deontay's got nothing to lose in this fight. And even if he does lose, but loses in good fashion, it's basically a win. Deontay Wilder's dangerous in this fight, guys. I'm not picking him, but don't be surprised. Peace.